here in Altenburg, 51st for FIL. It's been a long weekend. You saw some footage from opening ceremonies earlier this week. This is Rhiannon Weiler from Team USA. Women's doubles, you were at opening ceremonies. How was it?
It was really fun. I think there was a lot of good energy there, and I think it was a great way to kind of start off the World Championships this year.
I was impressed by the light show.
Yeah, that was actually like the coolest thing ever. I felt like I was not expecting that. And then they did the light show again, I think, at awards too. So. Yeah. Cool.
I feel like Oberhof, I was thinking, I'm like, how long did it take to plan this whole event? Because this is wild. Yeah. Like, have you seen anything like this?
No, this is definitely probably the biggest crowd we've had. I mean, like right now, not everyone's quite there, but like, I think like second run yesterday, like it was insane. Like, such good energy here.
It must feel interesting coming from America where the sport's not so popular, and then you come here and people like want your autograph, and all the schools are here. What was your first impression of that?
I think it's mostly just crazy how many like young kids are like so involved, and I think that's why the Germans are so good. You look and there's so many like groups of like school kids and different atmosphere. I think people are definitely in the U.S. like they're really interested in it, but just definitely not the same like fan base. Our fans are great, but they got a lot more people.
Yeah, it's not the same hype. It's not the same. It's not the same hype at all. I feel like when I was competing and I'd go back home to the States, I'd try and describe, like, I swear luge is a real sport, and in Germany it's a real sport, and these humans of Oberhof are making it real. So, okay, moving in. This is our last final rodeo of this 3-day championship weekend. So team relay, it's my favorite to watch. I think it's just so fun. It brings in a different dynamic. It's variety within the sport. So give us really quick, for anyone that doesn't know what relay is, if you were to break it down in a few sentences, what is it?
I think it's like probably the most unpredictable race we have. You have your men's and doubles have a reaction start, which adds a whole new element. It makes the start completely different. And then you also have the element of you have to be clean out of the last curve and you have to hit a pad, which honestly can sometimes go 50-50 for some teams. If you're heading out, it's really difficult and a challenging little addition to it. I think it's probably it's definitely my favorite to watch as well.
Yeah. Well, and do you, like, we saw some athletes miss the pad in Segolda. Can you train to hit the pad? Like, how do you incorporate that into training?
I think a lot of it is like when you really just want to make sure if you know you have a relay kind of coming up this weekend, definitely you want to make sure you're having those clean exits. Some of our athletes I know have even tried like just sitting up just to kind of get prepared for that. Here I believe it's a little bit easier this pad, but Segolda is definitely one of the hardest ones from what I've heard.
Why is it harder?
Just a tough exit curve, and it's like right there.
Okay, so where this
more strength to get up there too. I feel like I don't sit up. I just keep the sled stable. I've only done a relay a couple times, but
so you get to chill on the back.
I get to chill. I just keep it straight.
Yeah, just put your shoulders back, let it do its thing. Yeah, so with women's doubles, do you think that they will evolve relay into incorporating women's doubles, or maybe women's doubles would take the men's doubles spot?
I think the goal honestly is to have it so we can probably be the fourth sled, so we can run 4 sleds down the hill and you can have a men's and women's team. And I think that's kind of what they're looking for. I think we just need a little bit higher participation rate just so we're not, if a country doesn't have a women's doubles team, we don't want to keep them out of the relay right now. So I think we're getting there, and hopefully by the Olympics we'll be in it. That would be really, really cool.
Is that plausible, do you think?
I definitely think so. I think I think logistics-wise, they got to figure it out. We got to just get a couple more teams involved from other countries. But I think we could be there. I think we're going to get there for you.
That's cool. We're going to manifest it. We'll put it in our affirmations every day. We'll say women's doubles will be in Milan Cortina. So, okay, so the breakdown of this, it's fastest women, fastest men, fastest doubles. How do they choose their team for this?
I think each country kind of has a different set of protocols. I believe ours in the U.S. is by fastest run. So whoever has the fastest run of the 2 runs usually is kind of who we pick. Some might have top placements, but it really all depends on your country's kind of rules going into it. So everyone's got a little different.
Cool. Well, we saw they started the forerunner, I believe. We see some of the younger German athletes, and the forerunner is just to make sure that everything works, the timing works, and the pad and everything. So I'm excited. Okay, so how do you think Team USA is going to do? First, I want to know what you think, what Team USA do, and then who do you think? Well, maybe Team USA will win. So, what your whole prediction?
Yeah. I think USA, we've definitely showed some speed this week. I think they just clean runs, and I think it's anyone's game at that point. But I think US, if we put down clean runs, we can definitely in medal contention. But obviously, I think your front runners. You're looking at Germany. They've done great in every event so far this week, and then Austria, they're really killing it. And then you got Italy and Latvia also. Big opponents, in Poland too. Has really shown some speed. Yeah.
Poland does well. They've always have a good team, which is cool. So, okay, this is going to be exciting. I think we're coming up in just a little bit, but I'm sure we have some fans from USA at home. Do you have anything you want to say to anyone in your hometown or anything?
Just thank you for all the support. It means a lot. It's definitely always great hearing from people back home and seeing all little congratulations and things. It's such a great opportunity to be here, and I'm happy to have the support system back home.
Amazing. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you. Are you excited for Altenburg next week?
Yeah,
Nervous?
See how it goes. We've only had 3 runs from double start there, so
your voice just said it all. It was like, yeah,
we're gonna do our best. It's gonna be great.
Well, Altenburg is a scary track. Yeah. It's intimidating, especially on a double sled.
Yeah.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand. I have so much respect for what you're doing. It is so scary to go down these tracks on a double sled. So I give you all my love and all my energy, because they might not understand how difficult it is to do this sport, but I kind of get it.
You get it.
So I feel you and I support you.
Taking it one step at a time. That's all it is. One step at a time.
One step at a time, one curve at a time. We're just doing our best. We're just trying to survive out here on a double sled in Altenburg.
We're learning a lot. That's all it is. It's just a learning year.
Yeah. Altenburg gets a little wild. So it's actually interesting. We're headed to Altenburg next week, but World Championships is next year, which we're prepping for it one step at a time. But we actually had a chance to talk to some of the organizers of the World Championships next year in Altenburg. It was